1, 2, 3, Kemp!
A big match about to take place on day one of the Queensland Murray Carnival at the South Pine Sporting Complex. Palm Island Barracudas to meet the John Kemp Memorial team. I'm Warren Boland, and with me is Ray Nagus.
G'day, Warren.
The Palm Island team are out there, and I'll just quickly run through them. Elliot Charles, Frederick Haynes, David Mills-Pryor, Azaria Lenoy, Rosalind Pearson, Xavier Hellier, Tarek Parter, Tylan Kerr, Quintel Wailu, Thomas Awiu Jr. And there's the kickoff from John Kemp. Continuing through the Barracudas, William Wailu, Isaac Bulsey, Corey Pryor, Jeremy Bakwa, Brady and Kennedy, Isaiah Kawani, Israel Osri, Alfred Lacey, Sam Leighton, or Leighton Sam I should say, Jermaine Bulsey, Dwayne Rubin, Wassam Byra and Jermaine Stanley. I'll run through the rest of the John Kemp Memorial team in a minute, but we better stick with the action for a moment. And they're over halfway. It's the Palm Island Barracudas on the run and off and going. Dwayne Rubin with a big run. Takes it to the 20 all but. And now working through the middle with dummy half Quintal Wailu. So on the attack early, the Palm Island Barracudas going to the left edge and cutting all the way through Xavier Hellier. Yeah. Dramatic start to the game, Ray.
Yeah, so we saw Kerr just burst straight through off a short ball when they were coming out of their 30 there. The big prop got a quick play of the ball. They worked their way down the field, and Hellier scores a nice try there. There's no more shade left there anymore, Warren.
No.
So it doesn't matter where they score the tries now. They got to have a bit of sun there. I had a bit of a check on the scores there the previous game. I believe the Barracudas won their game, I think it was 14-0 or 14-6, something like that. So they've got off to a great start here.
And we saw the John Kemp Memorial team go down in an earlier match to the Coastal Blacks. It was a big score, 50-10. So they'll be hoping for better things in this match, but an early start. Palm Island running with what's starting to build into a bit of a breeze now in the first half, coming left to right, sort of diagonally across the field, but there is a bit of a breeze assisting the Barracudas in the first half. But on the board quickly with a good finish from Xavier Hellier.
Yeah, nice little tries. I think that is Haynes, Frederick Haynes, lining the kick up. Taking it a long way back. Oh, same what happened in their first game, hit the post.
So no score there, but 4 points to 0 in favour of Palm Island to get off to a quick start in this match.
Barracudas look like they got a fair-sized forward pack as well. A few teams bringing plenty of nice-sized forwards to the carnival, and of course that's what you want. Plenty of subs as well. You want to keep them as fresh as possible, especially if you're lucky enough to be in front on the scoreboard and you get an opportunity to rotate your players.
So it's still very warm here, middle of the day, sun high above, and as you say, the crowd is starting to find every piece of shade under the trees. A lot of umbrellas around, and most of the umbrellas have got 3 people under them.
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon if there's a nearby Bunnings or whatever, they'll sell a few brollies.
And here's Tylan Kerr with a good strong run. Loses a boot, though. One of the players has. In fact, it's one of the John Kemp team. And through the middle they go with David Mills-Pryor. Comes to the fullback, draws and passes. Oh, he's lost the ball.
Oh.
Dwayne Rubin was away and galloping, and he seemed to fumble the ball in looking inside to see whether he needed support. I thought he could have gone all the way to the line himself, but the ball dropped out, and a let off there for John Kemp Memorial.
Yeah, a little bit loose there in the middle for the Memorial side at the start here, as we see some heavy defence straight through the middle there. That is the 11, Watton. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Billo Watton.
And now some strong work from Joshua Bond. taking them on through the middle. John Kemp Memorial in possession, late offload, bounces but picked up by Hayden Swan. Dummies, long pass to the space, watch out. Oh, coming flying through was Elliot Charles, but he doesn't get it. 6 more tackles in favour of John Kemp.
Yeah, a bit of a wayward pass there from Swain. Here he goes, looking again, trying to find some openings in the defensive line.
Yeah, Hayden Swan, he just had a bit of a look at them and then dashed back to the right, but did not catch them napping. And starting to go through the middle again, Jacob Strapak, driven back.
Well, I'll tell you what, you'd want to go to the edges against this Barracuda team because they are big and strong in the middle.
Yeah, Kerr made a big tackle a moment ago. Now they do try to swing it, but it's juggled and lost and taken by Isaiah Kawane for Palm Island.
Referee calls 6 to go there, laying in the ruck.
William Wailu back to the short side. Frederick Haynes. The defence moving up in a straight line to meet Thomas Owie. And out of dummy half, getting closer to the line, knocked down, play on. No, they've still got it, but it will be a knock on. So that was dangerous for a moment there.
We've got a bit of a back chat here, the referees signalled a back chat here.
Well, I heard a couple of the players before the game saying, do not talk back to this referee. He, I think, might have a reputation for not taking any nonsense. Wailu takes the tap. And they're over. He's managed to burrow through there. And so another try in favour of the Palm Island Barracudas.
Yeah, so already building a bit of a scoreline here early in this one.
So that was just a little too soft in the end after they got the penalty for back chat to concede the try. They'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, as I see the Barracudas going for the subs there, so keeping them nice and fresh. Looks like another big unit's coming off around the back there. I can't quite catch his number, but big lump of a lad.
So Frederick Haynes is going to line up this attempt, but much easier right in front. And makes it 10-0. So good start for Palm Island Barracudas here. Yeah, the John Kemp team were just hanging on. They knocked the pass down. They were under pressure there, and then more possession went for Palm Island, and they were able to quickly turn it into a try, particularly after the extra penalty for the back chat.
Yeah, if they can hold them out here for a set, I'm really looking for the halves to take control for the Memorial side. Looking a little bit disjointed at the moment.
Well, as you said, you know, that they don't look like, it doesn't look like there's any easy way through the meat of the pack of Palm Island, but that's where they've been taking them on so far, John Kemp. They've been keeping it fairly tight and taking it up hard, but being met with some pretty punishing tackles.
Yeah.
Now here's Wasambira.
Good tackle there by Compton. Not frightened to take the big forwards on there, Compton. He's always looking for work.
Yeah, the big men get to the edge of the ruck this time, and playing it is Leighton Sam.
They'll stack the short side here.
They certainly did stack it. The defence manages to get out and cover the weaker edge. Through the hands, Tyrick Parter, the halfback, keeps it going. Now it's Leighton Sam. Leighton Sam smashed to ground. They're calling for defence on the right edge. John Kemp. They'll need all of it on the run. Slashing run from fullback is Elliot Charles, and he's gone all the way. Elliot Charles running off 5'8" Xavier Hellier to that left edge again. They've had success earlier. It was Hellier himself scored. This time it's Elliot Charles, the fullback, who chimes in nicely and goes all the way to the line. The defence just couldn't hold him back. That was a pretty well put together set from Palm Island.
Yeah, nice work from the Barracudas there. They came down the right side. They really stacked the numbers down here. I think they had about 5 on 3. I had a quick look down. And then they just simply did one ruck up through the middle, which was a great run there by Sam. And then they just let the ball sing. And out it went. And the fullback just absolutely came charging onto that one.
It was unusual when they stacked that short side. I thought they almost had too many players. I thought they were going to get in each other's road.
Yeah.
But they were smart. The 3 of them stayed tight, and then they just shifted the pass wide and opened up a bit of space. Didn't get away entirely. They were stopped, but it was interesting play.
Yeah.
They were hungry.
They were hungry. They were hungry. He takes it back a fair way, this kicker, doesn't he?
He does. Frederick Haynes.
Yeah, he loves the angle.
That's back to the 30, yeah. So he's got a bit of breeze right behind him. A difficult angle, but let's have a look at the length of this kick. It's going. I thought the flags were coming up. I think it did it fall short in the end, only by an inch or two.
I think it may have went to the left.
Did it? Yeah.
He looked like he had enough length on it.
I thought it was going to reach the crossbar.
Yeah, I can see why he takes it back a bit. He's got a decent boot on him.
So Haynes has 1 from 3 with the conversion attempts, and 3 tries on the board for the Palm Island Barracudas, and they lead 14 points to 0.
Really important that Memorial side get back to that grind that they had in that first game that we saw. You don't want to kind of slacken off just yet. This is the big unit I was telling you about. I couldn't get his number there. I think he's number 15, Jeremy Bakwara. Is that how you
I think that's Jeremy Bakwara.
Bakwara, yeah, he just won 3 letters for him. He's big.
Well, they've got a number of big men. That was last run was Wasimbaira. So just for the moment, John Kemp managing to hold them, but a run from dummy half. It gets a good pass away late, and here they come again on that edge. Big men crushing through. Offload from Jermaine Bulsey. And now it's Frederick Haynes getting involved. Haynes himself goes all the way. He's come from the left-hand side of the field through the middle, ends up scoring on the right edge. Stealing tries from his right winger. Tremendous backup there by Frederick Haynes. And they're pouring on the points now, the Palm Island Barracudas.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of a bloke that used to play in the NRL by the name of Blacklock. He used to be on one side of the field, and then he'd pop up on the other side of the field and get a try. He was a tremendous player, Nathan Blacklock.
No, was it Nathan or Ray? Because there were 2 of them. They were both pretty good, and they both popped up. But Nathan was devastating.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And he's here today.
Yeah,
Nathan Blacklock's great to see him. I was talking to him just a little while ago.
That's right.
He said he's living just outside of Tamworth these days on 20 acres, and he loves it.
He absolutely loves it. But I remember. Only a couple of weeks ago, to be honest, I was watching him on YouTube. All of his tries that he scored, sensational. Some of the try. Now, one of the Dragons fans just absolutely loved him.
Yeah, he was
through that period of time. That Barrett and all those sorts of blokes, and that Mundine and that.
He was one of those personality players Nathan Blacklock that everyone loved. What was that try he scored where he did a somersault? Was it after the try or on the way to the try? I can't remember.
No, as he put the ball down, he done the
triple somersault. Yeah, fantastic.
He's definitely a player that puts bums on seats, that's for sure, in those games.
Now we've got a change of goal kicker here with Elliot Charles lining this up. Looks like he might be a left footer. So the breeze will be coming across this kick. This will be interesting to see. He'll need to put this just outside the left upright, I reckon, at the least, and bring it back. Oh, no, he's a right footer, sorry. I'm wrong. I thought he might have been hooking with the wind. So this might hold against the wind a bit more, but I'd still think that left upright's the target.
Yeah, that's the place to be.
Elliot Charles moves into it. And
he listened to you, but it went dead straight.
It's not coming back.
It's a bit like your golf shot. Just wasn't going to come back enough.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which way the wind's blowing when I'm playing golf.
That's right.
So, unconverted, but a very handy lead of 18 points to 0 for Palm Island early in this match.
A couple of changes there for the Memorial side. So I saw Blake Thompson go on there, big number 20.
So do they kick deep or do they kick short?
Well, they've gone short here now. And
got to get on it. No, they can't get it back. Gee, it was on the ground for a long time, that kick.
It was anybody's.
Interesting that it didn't put it up into the air, just tried it along the ground and definitely created an opportunity. They do need to get their hands on the football. They're being pummeled in these early tackles by Palm Island, full of running. Here's Isaiah Koane, plays it quickly. Jermaine Stanley keeps it going through Hellier. And now good run and a nice tackle as well. That was David Mills Pryor cutting back inside with the ball. Hellier kicks for the corner. Chase is coming through, look out! Oh, it's just... Now what has happened? Did he go into touch? Or
no flag up. Oh no, he's awarded it.
He has awarded the try.
Yeah, he has awarded it.
I just wasn't quite sure whether he touched the sideline or whether the try was going to be awarded on the far side of the field. But smart kick through, as it turns out, from Hellier. Hellier puts it on the boot here in a moment. David Mills Pryor with a good run to get them going. There's the kick from Hellier. And the chase, they were there in numbers and pinching it out of the air. It looks like it might have been Rosalind Pearson actually scored the try, I think.
Yeah, it looks like the 5.
So
they're getting pretty creative here now, the Barracudas, with some of their tries here. And I guess when you're in front on the scoreboard, you can do that and try that.
They get pretty cocky pretty quick once you get a few tries on the board to 0.
Yeah, and I think that...
there's the kick, well wide.
Way out in front. And when you only got 25-minute halves as well, you know. We're getting close to half-time here now. My apologies before. I called Jeremy Bakwa the 15, but it's actually the 25, Jermaine Stanley. That was the big unit. My apologies.
Well, it's a pretty long list, the team list, 25 names.
Yeah, it certainly is, and they'll use every single one of them, I'd say, over the next couple of days.
Well, yeah, they really have to use players carefully, don't they, to make sure everybody gets... One, everyone wants to get a run, but secondly, you've got to make sure everybody's going to be fit for those big games at the end if you're going to be in the run to the finals.
Yeah.
Injuries and just plain fatigue are going to play a part in these hot conditions.
Oh, it's gone a bit high there. Solid run though off the back fence there. Just trying to catch that number 24, is it? Yeah.
So 22-0 in favour of Palm Island with the penalty. And Haynes is told to go back to the mark.
Yeah, don't muck around with this referee. Apparently, he sets the bar high.
And the kick finds touch up towards halfway. So the task ahead of John Kemp Memorial again. They're battling to stay in this game. Let's see if they can hang on till half time. Palm Island. No sidestep there.
No.
Straight and hard.
Oh, but he's knocked it on.
He lost the ball on the way down there. Thomas Owie.
Blake Thompson there with some solid defence. I think he was assisted by Joseph Fisher, I think it was.
Well, Owie, he started to charge and then he looked as if he might throw in a sidestep and then he said, no, I'm just going to knock him out of my road. But he was hit with enough force to dislodge the ball. 22-0.
Righto, we haven't seen any attack from the Memorial side, really. Let's hope we've got something here.
Stepping back infield there, Joseph Fisher. And dummy half just getting there, and now rough handle backwards. That's Mark Waters with the ball. And another run from Fisher. Courageous, having 2 hit-ups immediately.
Yeah.
Into the teeth of this defence of Palm Island. Now it's Blake Thompson. Oh, I wasn't expecting that, Jacob Short.
Oh, the big front row has done a charge down.
And away goes Thomas Owie Jr. Will he go all the way? Cut down from behind. Has he made it to the line? I think he has. Referee getting there now and awards the try to big Thomas Owie Jr.
When was the last time you seen a front rower do a charge down, Warren, and score the try?
Yeah, he did well, didn't he? Plenty of skill. He's tall enough to affect the charge down.
I tell you what, he had that smile on it about 30 metres out. Once he gathered that ball in,
yeah,
that was it. He just had sights for the line.
Sometimes a front rower gets a bit of stage fright when they see open space in front. They're not too sure what to do. He thought, I think the idea is you just keep running.
That's right.
As fast as you can. And they were coming for him from behind as well. As the attempted kick and the charge down by Thomas Owie was all over it. Arms up high, angling down, perfectly executed. Good pick up as well. And he scored a very good try. So it's all Palm Island Barracudas in the first half of this match. John Kemp Memorial, at least they will have the breeze in the second half. It'll be a little bit of relief.
Yeah, it'd be nice for the Memorial side to get a little bit of ball, even itself out in the second half.
So this conversion again from out wide, wind behind it, and just missing.
Across the face.
I think that was a different kicker again.
Yeah,
was
it was a different kicker again.
Is that the number 15? No, just can't quite pick up.
The 5, I think.
Yeah, it might have been the 5. It might have been Rosalind Pearson had the shot that time.
Yeah, that looks like him, the try scorer.
Scored the previous try. So now 26 points to 0. So just a few minutes remaining in the first half of this match now, with the score at 26-0. And strong run here from Jermaine Bolsey. Stopped in his tracks though. They keep it coming with the big Mankur. Left it behind. So John Kemp Memorial have got it on the halfway line. Jacoby Shaw. Joshua Bond out of dummy half. At the 20, what can they put together in these last minute or so of the half? With Jacoby Shaw again. Some clumsy work at dummy half. They get away with it. It's not 6 more. But they're just going one out here. They're not troubling the defence so far. They're all spread to the left. Big shift on. Kick over the top. And well taken. The kick from Christian Bond. And well taken. It's racing back to the 20. The referee says we'll have it again. It was Frederick Haynes, one of their better players in this first half for the Palm Island Barracudas.
He was off to the races if he did the correct tap. What's happened is...
Yeah, I presume, I don't think he must have taken the tap correctly to the referee's liking. He must, I think all of his players were behind him. Now Rosalind Pearson, and he just accelerates, but it's a really good tackle to finish the half. So first half dominated by Palm Island Barracudas with tries to Hellier, Charles, Haynes himself scored a try, Pearson and Wee Jr. And when it comes to goal kicking, well, a few of them had a go. Haynes won from 3. Charles none from 2, and Pearson none from 1. 26-0 at halftime in favour of the Palm Island Barracudas over John Kemp Memorial.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the second half down here on field 3. I'm Ray Nagus and you're joined by Warren Boland. We have a great little game here between the Palm Island Barracudas and the John Kemp Memorial side. The Barracudas are up 26-0 at the moment. Still quite warm out here today. If you are thinking about popping out here tomorrow or next week, make sure you stay hydrated, guys. Bring your caps, your hats, your umbrellas, all sorts of stuff. If you have just joined us, John Kemp Memorial team is on the left of your screen and the Barracudas are about to kick off.
And our sponsors, Arthur Beetson Foundation, Institute for Urban Indigenous Health, Deadly Choices, Health and Wellbeing Queensland, QUT, Queensland Aboriginal and Islander Health Council, UNSW Sydney's NeuraG, the Centre for Indigenous Programs, the City of Moreton Bay, Commonwealth Bank, Rebel, Coles, Struddies and the National Immunisation Program. Thanks to all of our sponsors. And they support us, so support them. Ball's gone into touch.
No, he took it on the kick-off. The wind caught it in the air and then they took him into touch.
Okay.
So the Barracudas get a chance to attack straight away.
Well, if they're going to get back into this match, you think that John Kemp probably have to score next. As I did mention in the first half, they have a little bit of breeze behind them. It's not a gale by any means, but it's of some assistance. Here's a charge. Attacking early, Palm Island. Dummy half, Quintal Wailu sends it right through the hands of Pate and got to the winger and he's over, sprinting in for the try. It's Corey Pryor. Corey Pryor scores within minutes of the start of the second half after that skirmish from the kick-off. So the pattern continues from the first half.
Yeah, it certainly does. They went for some interchanges there and Pryor's lucky recipient there of the early try here in the second half. As I just have a look at the Memorial side, just got to remember they're all young fellas coming through here too for the Memorial side. I know in past years I've had some different players running around in memory of John. Yeah, they'll build over the years, I'm sure, and they'll take out a fair bit out of these games at the carnival.
So we've got yet another kicker on the job now, Dwayne Rubin, shooting for conversion. This is not going to be easy. It's across the wind from the touchline. Hits it pretty well.
Oh, geez, he's hit it all right.
No, waved away.
I thought he was in there.
As good as any other kicker we've seen.
That's right.
They're just sharing it around and probably trying to see who's on target for the big games ahead.
Yeah, and as I look across these jerseys, that deadly designs, deadly jerseys and colours and things like that, and obviously they have meanings to these teams and these families. Shout out to the families out there at Ipswich for the Memorial side, and shout out to the Barracuda families up there, up north. Hope you're enjoying the coverage down here.
And these teams have input into the design of the jerseys, and they do come up with some spectacular patterns, and be proud to wear them, that's for sure.
Absolutely. We see a good charge there. I think that was the Thomas Uwe Jr., I think.
And now Dwayne Rubin, who was the goal kicker with the last attempt. A big charge from him. And nice passing and opening it up, racing through Billo Watton. He gets it on to Elliot Charles. Charles for the corner. Charles is in, bringing it around to make it easy. Oh, just ankle tapped at the last there by Heath Smith, who did his best to chase him down. But smart work once again by Palm Island. Yeah, the recipe, they just have a couple of big men hitting it up hard, sucking in a bit of defence and then going wide. And that was lovely work just on the edge of the ruck. Billo Watton hitting that gap and through he went. Nice pass to him. I think it was a parterre, I think, coming left and finding his big second rower. Yeah,
it was another short side raid. The gap really just opened up there, and what a great run there by Billo, running a good line. And as all good fullbacks do, they support the ball, and Charles grabbed another one. I believe that's a double for him. And they've gone for another kicker. Would you believe it?
Everybody gets a shot.
Everybody's a winner. They've gone with Partey. Is that how you pronounce that? Sorry?
It might be Parter or Parter, is it?
Yeah.
Tarek Parter.
And he's got one.
He's got it. Bit easier than some of the others, but nevertheless, well done.
It must be just if you miss, you're out, and they just keep going until someone gets it. Maybe I don't know what's happening there, but listen, he was great there. He come that short side, and like I said, Billo just read that beautifully straight through, and the fullback accelerated onto that. You could see a meat pie written all over that one. He wanted to follow Billo wherever he was going.
Usually, if you're not the regular goal kicker, you've got to wait till your last game when you're retiring to get a shot at goal. I think that's the only time I ever had a shot at goal. And I think I missed it too.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember recently Regan Campbell-Gillard had a shot for goal for Parramatta with his last game at the Eels.
Yeah, I saw that game where Burgess had a shot.
Yeah, that's right.
He's not playing with him anymore.
Was that the one that just squirted over? Squirted over in the corner. Barely went over the crossbar, but he got it.
He got it over there.
So the John Kemp Memorial team now, still full of running. Well, Palm Island, I should say. Good work, too, from Jermaine Bolsey in the lead up there.
Short side again here.
Dummy from Rezal Pearson. Looks like he's playing a little closer to the ruck now. Yeah. And look at this constant attack with Quintal Wailu, the dummy half. They're lining up to score points here. Wide pass, they keep it coming. Now it's one-on-one for Elliot Charles, and he dances around them, in and out, beats a couple of tackles. Regan Orlando could not contain him. He was one of the attempted tackles. Elliot Charles, he's in for his second try in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that brings up 3 tries for him for the game, and showed a nice little bit of footwork there. Maybe he's moved out to the wing, I'm not too sure there, but yeah, a little bit of light stepping.
Yeah, he did well, didn't he?
Yeah, he just went straight through there, stood the winger up inside the defender coming across, and just casually puts the ball down there.
It was a good finish, but it was smart work too by Xavier Hellier, the number 6. He came to the left side and just could sniff that the chance was out wide again. A little bit of space. He's got good speed to go to on that side as well. So whether it's Parterre or Hellier, the halves for the Barracudas, they're exploiting every half chance there is.
Yeah, as the game's gone on, Hellier's looking very, very good. Whether he's growing in confidence or whether that's his natural game, but I tell you what, he's a good little player.
Tougher conversion attempt this time for Parter. Will he bring it back? No, he can't. He pushes it wide. He'll get the sack. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
That one looked like my golf shot. That was a slice out to the right, that one.
He's playing well with ball in hand, but that's right. 1 from 2 for him.
Give one of the props a go. Surely, give one of the forwards a go.
Well, I'll put their hand up if you give them half a chance.
They would.
40 points to 0 now in favour of the Barracudas from Palm Island. Everyone up north there, north of Cairns, will be all cheering on Palm Island. I hope you're all enjoying being able to watch it all that distance, long way away to North Queensland from South Pine Sporting Complex in Brisbane. And a good charge here again, setting them on the front foot. Thomas Owie Jr. has had a good game. And Ray Nagus with me, and that's might be play on. It's off the boot. Referee says no, he's calling it back. Says it was knocked on. Didn't get the boot to it before it touched the ground, I think is the call. That was Tylan Kerr, who shows he's got more ability than your average front rower. He really can. He's got a few skills in the bag.
Yeah, look, I think that's what's really deadly about coming out to these carnivals. You see these front rowers and second rowers with great ball skills. Normally maybe in their club games they're just given a set task and they just stick to that. But out here they just showcase what they really have.
What I was about to say, Ray, is that we have to select best and fairest, 3, 2 and 1 points for the game. And, gee, there's a stack of Barracudas lining up for those votes now. It's not going to be easy at all.
No, definitely not.
It's a real team performance they're putting together. Nice ball out. And on the run there's Heath Smith. And hanging on to it. No, now losing it, unfortunately. It was nice lead-up work from Jacoby Shaw. He was the one who threw that spiral pass.
Just being relentless here. Jeez.
Gee, on the wrong end of that was Ali Ketchell.
Yeah.
Got bumped backwards. Was that Charles again? Elliot Charles.
Yeah.
He was the one who bumped him off, the speed merchant. Here's Putter. Putter off. Breaks a tackle. Back to his feet. Still going. Got hit from behind. Swamped. Didn't know he was coming from behind. 20 metres out, attacking down the short side and going through and going very close, but losing it is David Mills Pryor. Tried to get the pass away at the last moment, but it was knocked out of his arms.
Well, let's see what the Memorial side can do here.
There's a lot of speed in this Palm Island team out wide.
Sure is. Unfortunately, absolutely starved of the ball is the Memorial team.
It's interesting to see the Barracudas left winger Jeremy Parkwar. Oh, they've got the ball actually. They have the possession. He was getting back. I thought he was getting back into a defensive position, but he was just getting deep to attack. Out the back, Pata. Through the hands they go, sliding between defenders and going all the way to the line. There was good lead up there by William Wailu as well. And cutting through for the try.
Number 18.
So that's Isaiah Kawane.
Yeah.
Yet another try scorer.
And maybe another goal kicker.
So they had options to go left or right and then decided to go through the hands, and they kept it going very nicely, and then all of a sudden, Isaiah Kawane just turned on the speed, got to the outside of his man one-on-one, and just too quick for him. A good try, well set up and well executed.
Yeah, one of the hardest things to defend is speed, natural speed. And he just put a nice little in and away on there off his left foot. I love when the ball runners run with the ball in two hands out in front too, because it stands the defence up. You don't know whether they're going to hang on to it or they're going to pass it. And that close to the line, you generally try to take them on yourself. And that's exactly what he did.
Now I think we've got another change of kicker from the far side.
We're back to Haynes, I think, the number 2.
So he moves into it, strikes it nicely, swinging it around, but right across the face. So no goal. They've scored plenty of tries, but not quite as, probably less than 50% with the conversions. But most of them have actually struck the ball pretty well, having a bit of difficulty maybe with this breeze.
Yeah, just a little bit off with the accuracy. Not by too much, but yeah, as you say, that breeze, it can hamper your kick.
So I'd be kicking this deep, but it doesn't look like they're going to. They can't get to it, and the Barracudas come up with possession. The reason I say I'd kick it deep, when you've got the wind, I know they want to get their hands on the football, but use that wind, punch it down in the corner and try and keep them there.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Warren.
So off go the Barracudas again. A missed tackle on the way there. Was that Dwayne Rubin again on the attack? Now Jermaine Stanley. Stanley breaks them open. He looks for support inside. Comes to the fullback, steps through that tackle. Still going, Dwayne Stanley. Out the back, nice pass. Braden Kennedy keeps it going, almost intercepted. Play on with Frederick Haynes. Hard to stop. Haynes dashes wide. He's got men outside. Can he get it away? Goes himself. Frederick Haynes goes all the way himself. Started with a devastating burst down the middle.
Sensational run there from Stanley. He had numbers inside and out. He didn't know whether to give it, to keep it, to palm him off, to play the ball, do whatever he wanted. In the end, he threw it out there the back to number 17, which was Kennedy. And then the ball went on to Haynes. And, yeah, like I say, when you're that close to the line, I think he had about a three-man overlap out there. But that close to the line, you're just going to generally throw the dummy and go yourself, as we have another kicker change.
That's Haynes' second try as well.
Yeah, starting to get a couple of multiples now. 22, who we got?
Bullsy's having a shot at goal.
Well, they've listened to me. They've lined up a prop to have a kick.
He's brought it quite a fair way back.
Has he got the legs, Warren?
Probably about 10 or 15 metres to the right. But obviously Frederick Haynes did not go too close to the post because he knew he wasn't going to have the next shot.
Here we go.
No, waved away.
Another one.
Well, they're going to have to decide on who is their best kicker when it really matters.
Yeah, there's certainly no vouchers being handed out to the Barracudas. The coach is just keeping them all in his pocket for tomorrow.
You reckon if there was a burger on the line, some of these would be going through?
Right, I reckon there would be.
Healthy choices, of course.
Healthy choice burger.
Yeah, vegetarian.
100%, 100%.
Veggie burger. Don't mind a veggie burger.
A couple of bottles of water sitting next to him.
So what do they do this time? They go short or they go long?
Well, there's only a couple of minutes left, I think, Warren. So, I mean, you go deep, just go deep, you know.
You can do a lot worse than kick along the ground.
Yeah.
It makes the receiver guess. Oh, he's off again, Stanley.
Oh, they've come in from everywhere to hit him. Look at them. They're lined up to hit him. Look at him.
Meat ants on a steak. Look at them.
He's just got a smile, big smile. He said, righto, boys, righto.
That is a sign of what you were saying earlier in the match about the size difference too. You know, there's a couple of big boys in this Palm Island team.
Yeah. Like I was saying before, the Memorial side's just full of all young fellas, so they'll get a lot of experience out of this and they'll come back bigger and better next year.
Well, in the first match we did, you'd have to say the Coastal Blacks look good. And this match now, I'd have to say Palm Island Barracudas look good. If you want an early prediction on who might be in the final, but because we've only seen 4 of the teams.
That's right. And I think, you know, like I said, speed is the optimum here.
As we talk of speed, look at this. Zigging and zagging, Tarek Pata. Now they switch it out wide. Stanley takes them on, pops it out. Goes. Play on with Ruben.
Haynes.
Now it's Haynes. He's going for a hat trick. He's got it. He's bringing it around to the post. He'll be kicking.
He's a kicker, Haynes. He wants to kick Haynes.
Frederick Haynes finishes it off for a hat trick. Lovely work to start that by Tarek Pata, the number 7. He was dancing and zigging and zagging. They could not get a hand on him at all. And then, again, Stanley proving to be a weapon in the last few minutes as well down this left edge. The big fella.
Yeah.
And finished off by Frederick Haynes.
Yeah, look, it's great when you see the big men with some ball skills, as I say. But the halfback there, he was just too nippy around the ruck. He's seen a few tired defenders. Took him on with the footwork. Was strong enough to get the ball away. And then a great shift from Kennedy. I know Kennedy hasn't had much time here on the field today, the number 17, but he's impressed me there. He's sharp around the ruck and he's got a good awareness of the game, Kennedy. And he just threw it out as we have Stanley about to line this kick up. Takes his time. He wants that voucher.
He has a drink.
Yeah.
He's getting serious. Jermaine Stanley right in front of the post. He must kick this.
Surely.
No!
And he throws the water boy's hat on the ground. He's absolutely filthy and disgusted with himself.
Oh, no.
As the water boy has a laugh to himself. There must have been something going on there.
Yeah.
Seriously. He said to him, you might be able to score a try or set a try up, but you can't kick.
Yeah, no, that was...
that was...
Who did score that try? Was that Haynes again, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Haynes.
Haynes. That was her try.
So
here we
go.
Short kick off and knock on.
Oh, and it worked.
Here we go. Can we get over?
Jacoby Shaw. Shaw still going. Jacoby Shaw. You'd wish them well here, the John Kemp Memorial. Can they get a try in the last few minutes of this second half? Yeah. Haven't had much football. Haven't had much joy.
No, they're lined up. They're really stuck this short side here. I don't know whether they're going to come this way, though. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up against 4.
Slow played the ball. Shaw gets a beautiful pass.
Beautiful.
What a pass that was.
But he's called it forward.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Fair dinkum. If I was the ref, you'd just say, that's a try, wouldn't you? But he's got to do his job. He's got to call what he sees.
Yeah, well... They're being assessed. He's got a touch judge as well to assist the call, but here it was one of those bullet Scott Drinkwater style passes.
Beautiful pass. Yeah, the touchy spoiled that one, but I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful ball.
I think it was at Mark Waters who went over for what would have otherwise been a try, but yeah, Jacoby Shaw with that pass. He's tried hard. He hasn't had much football to work with. He's a playmaker. You can see he's born to attack.
Yes. You know, he's been pretty good, actually. And they haven't had a lot of attack, Warren, you know, to be fair. Here we go.
Oh, and they're off and running from their own end of the field, and are they going to be able to catch him? I don't think so. Going from one end to the other, Leighton Sam turns it on. That is, well, power just propelling him downfield. Big man, fast, one end to the other, and the score is mounting in favour of the Palm Island Barracudas.
Surely he gets a kick at the conversion here, does Sam. Especially when you run the length of the field. I think you deserve to have a kick there. But unfortunately for the Memorial side, that's another try late in the game here.
Well,
but
tremendous run.
Full credit to Sam there. Absolute tremendous run.
And they've cracked the 50-point barrier now. Well, if I'm the captain, I give Jermaine Stanley another shot at goal, but I don't know that the captain's going to be that generous.
No, it looks like it's Dwayne Rubin's come in. And he's told Stanley, don't you go anywhere ever near a kicking tee ever again.
And I've got to say that points for and against are important, actually, so you never know.
Oh, they're all trying to guide it, and he's got one.
There it is.
Dwayne
Rubin puts it between the posts, so he has done a little bit better than most of his teammates when it came to converting. And the score mounts to 56-0. So just looking back to some of the goal kickers, we've had Haynes, Charles, Pearson, Rubin, Parter. Haynes had another one. Bolsey, Stanley, and then Rubin again. They've been the attempted conversions.
Now definitely shared it around. Sharing is caring.
And that's a good kick-off. It finds touch. That will be possession for the John Kemp Memorial.
Yeah. Come on, the Memorial side. Let's see if we can get you over here for one.
Kicked it hard and low, and one bouncing over the sideline with the wind behind it. No one at all could get near stopping that from crossing the sideline from the kick-off. A lot of space here on the left-hand side.
Yeah,
putting the ball. Regan Orlando, the winger, is putting the ball into the scrum. Out wide on the left is Jacoby Shaw, standing wide from the scrum, first receiver. So what do they got up their sleeve? Gerara Semple now on the right wing. Oh, and it comes out of the scrum, but loosely, so there was no big play available. Dummy half Hayden Kemp has a run. And another charge from Dylan Huagago, I should say.
Yeah, I'm glad you could say it.
There's Shaw. Another wide pass. Heath Smith puts the kick in, bounces awkwardly. In the end, Corey Pryor manages to get his hands on it, but being driven back towards the goal line. Someone's escaped with the ball, but the referee orders a dropout from between the posts. So
he loves a grubber kick, Heath Smith. He put in a few there in the first game, and it looked like it might have been on there.
Well, Palm Island Barracudas, they're in a hurry. They want more football. They want another try. Oh, he's going to kick it deep. I thought they might put it up in the air and try and get it back, but a deep kick. And so back comes the John Kemp Memorial through Jalen Bond. Can they get a try late in the game? Nice run, good change of direction. Jack Lang. And here he comes again for another charge. It's Dylan Huagago.
He's not scared of anyone, this kid.
He is full of running late in the game. They have a crack at them through Orlando. Held up. And the referee orders them, says held up over the line. Go back 10 metres.
Give it to the 19 again.
Yeah, Huagago. He's in a dummy half. He wants to get his hands on the football. Oh, no, they've run out of time. That's a bit frustrating. So close, probably the closest they've been all match to scoring a try, and instead denied as the siren goes. And we don't get to see Dylan Hogego have one more shot at him.
No, that's right. Yeah, he's got plenty of heart, that's for sure, young Dylan. As do, I'm sure, all the Memorial players. They're doing their families proud out here at the QMC, out here at Brendale, as the Barracudas run out convincing winners.
Yeah, 58-0 in the end.
58-0, so
they racked up the tries in that match. Not so much the conversions, but certainly the tries. And Haynes got a hat-trick. Hellier, did Hellier get two? Charles got two tries as well. So, yeah, it's a big outing there for the Palm Island Barracudas. So, congratulations to them. Impressive performance.
Yeah, they certainly are impressive, and looks like they are going to be a team that's going to be very competitive in this carnival.
Actually, Charles, I correct myself, Charles got a hat-trick.
Yeah, Charles got
three. So, yeah, all-round very good performance, and some head-scratching ahead for us to work out who was the best and fairest 3, 2 and 1. But well done, and we'll be back shortly with another match here at the Queensland Murray Carnival.